person could eventually get desensitized from as well, to where they begin to normalize that as something to now expect. Which, in a sense, could trigger a nervous system into a burnout eventually, because of how consistent the nervous system gets triggered into a sense of survival mode, a fight or flight, or freeze, depending upon exactly the person, the situation, and the experience, obviously. What's having you bring it up? Well, the thing is that these days I notice that most folks are experiencing being desensitized from things as simple as human decency, all the way down to something as big as, uh, let's say, rights being rewritten, or uh, people's choice to choose, depending on the environment they're in, or just on a society or economic level, for instance. There's levels to me noticing how people are desensitized to these things, depending on what it is and what hemisphere they're on in regards to that. Where there's some reacting to specific things while others are not, and vice versa. And it gets me wondering exactly, I'm noticing the split of, I want to say, disassociation with the people who are reacting and the people who are not. And it gets me just wondering, you know, is there a correlation? To be honest, I don't know. If anything, what I do know is that usually when there's a split, where things get disassociated between a group of people that are reacting and a group of people who are not reacting, usually a lot of the time, it does involve a sense of being desensitized to something, because either they have been re-exposed consistently to something that relates to whatever the other group of people are reacting to, that the group that isn't reacting is so burnt out from reacting that they're just now in a state of being desensitized. They have no more space to, how do people say, not care is probably the best term to use. Because they've had to already survive